Welcome to Coach's Corner. My name is Gonzalez, and I'm alongside Jerry Foley, the head coach of the men's and women's swimming and diving team here at SU. First off, I'd like to congratulate you on another tremendous season for both teams.
Thank you, Alex.
So first, the women claimed their 7th straight landmark conference title this Saturday in Maryland by 263.5-point margin. Looking back on the season, when did you know you had another team that was capable of winning another championship?
Probably from the first practice, to be honest. I mean, they just, right from day one, were just committed to just doing their best. And that's really what we focus on. Although, you know, I kind of felt that our best would be good enough to win.
That's awesome. There were also some really impressive personal performances by Ashley Weingarten, who won the butterfly, along with Katie Willis, Jessica Josefiak, and Joanne Buckus, who came in second to set a new school record in the 400-yard free relay. Ashley is one of 8 graduating seniors. What did they contribute to the team's success?
I think they really, just the way they go about their business and their dedication to the program throughout the year, I think they really helped the underclass, you know, to understand that it's a long year and to focus on the process. Especially a lot of times in our sport, you know, everyone's always looking at the outcomes, but we really focus more on the process and the journey, and the outcomes are going to take care of themselves. So they really demonstrate that by example.
How did this team stand out from other championship teams you've had in the past? Is there anything you've done differently as a coach?
Yeah, we actually we provided some more specialized training opportunities this year. We had the addition of Haley Townsend this year as an additional assistant coach, so that gave us the ability to provide more specific stroke training and more specific sprint-based training. And I think, you know, we saw the results of that in particular, like with Ashley, Jessica, and Joanne. A lot of them, they all trained in that newly formed group this year, and I really think it helped them a lot.
On the other hand, the men finished third in the conference with first place finishes from James Sullivan in the 4x100 meter relay with Dave Grove, Eric Lawrence, David Miller, and James Orzalek. What is your opinion, how's your opinion on how the season ended?
I feel really good about how we ended. You know, we went through some growth this year, and I really feel the future, we've really this year laid the foundation for a sustainable quality program going forward where we can compete for a championship every year. We were small in numbers by the end of the year, but what we lacked in numbers we certainly didn't lack with enthusiasm, and their performances were out.
Right, and there's solid performances from multiple athletes, but what do you think needs to change next year in order to overtake Catholic in the season?
We're focused on recruiting. We need to bring in numbers on the guys' side. We need to bring in a big male class, somewhere between 8 to 10 would be nice. Hopefully to develop some divers. We had no male divers at the meet this year.
This is the completion of your 8th season here at SU, and you've had 7 championship titles. How have you and your teams maintained this competitive championship culture for such a prolonged period of time?
I think we really just try to get better each year. I try to with them with a challenging out-of-conference meet schedule. And, you know, for us, it's our ultimate goal is really towards NCAAs in any given year. And hopefully next year will be that year that we can finally get a relay there. We were very close this year on the women's side, and we're returning a good core group of that I think we'll have another solid opportunity next year. But again, just we don't really focus on winning the conferences. You know, we just want to get better each year.
Now, looking forward to next season, what are some of the challenges you guys might face as a program?
Well, like you said, you know, on the women's side, replacing 8 seniors, that's a lot of leadership. So we have to develop a whole new core of leaders on both the men and women's side. In particular, on the men's side, we're only going to have 1 senior next year. So we really have to you know, teach the underclassmen how to step in and become leaders right away, and you know, developing the junior class of women to kind of take over where our senior class of women did this year such a good job of leading the team. And you know, that starts now already. You know, we're already, you know, we'll have a meeting in another week or 2 and start talking about those things about next year, start thinking about, you know, getting those pieces in place.
Again, congratulations to you and your
Thanks.
program. Thank you very much for being here. And that's it for this edition of Coach's Corner.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.